Mine heritage and power mine.
So I'll start with a story. There is this old man in the village. He had 2 gardens. And within the gardens, there was a road that would go down to the swamp. So every morning, he would carry his 2 pots on a stick, right? He goes to the swamp, fetches water, climbs up to his home. But every time he moved, there is a pot that never got water to the destination. Every time he got to his home, one pot was empty. So this pot became bitter about itself. And it told the master, you know what? Every time you put water in me, I'm very sorry I don't get water home because I'm broken. So water keeps leaking. So I'm useless. I'm not worthy. Please throw me away. This old man looked at the pot and told it, you know what? Actually, you're not broken. Come and I show you what you've been doing. So he stood on his way and showed this pot. Do you see? I normally carry you on the right hand. And on the right hand, all that farm is green. Whereas this other pot that actually brought the water up to my home, that other land is dry. So literally meaning that in your brokenness or in your brokenness, you are serving a purpose. You may not know, you may sit there and look at yourself and think you are broken. Everyone here is broken at one point. But the difference is, are you able to get up and see what goodness you are doing out there? And that's what the farmer was trying to show the pot. You may think you are broken, but look around. The fields are green, the plants are growing, because your brokenness is what is watering the plants. And that is what everyone needs here. You're not broken, but you're watering something. But the question is, can we find that thing within us that is able to benefit from our brokenness? That's the biggest challenge that we face every day. But I'm here to tell you that the Japanese have a principle. It's called kitsuji. Yes. Kitsuji is a Japanese concept that talks about broken pots. In Japan, when there is a broken pot, do you know what they do? People are running for broken pots. They get them, they take them and smear them with gold, silver, and platinum. These pots become new. They become beautiful. And everybody runs to buy the broken pot and leave the complete pot. Do you know why? There are 3 things they add: gold, silver, and platinum. Those are most valuable minerals that we have today. And once they add them, they make the pot much better. But when you look at that pot, there are 3 things it shows us. 1, it is broken. It has scars. But the pot does not hide itself to say, no, please don't display me. Keep me in the stores. After they have transformed the pot, they put it out there for people to see. And people are rushing to buy. So, your scars should be your strength. Accept them. Acknowledge it. That yes, I'm not yet finished. It's just the beginning. The second thing is that its imperfection makes it perfect. You may think you're not perfect today based on what you're going through. But everyone here is not perfect. Neither am I. I may be here standing in front of you, but I'm battling with my own scars inside that you cannot see. Whoever you see walking doesn't mean they are healthy mentally. I may be healthy physically, but mentally I'm battling. I have my own scars. So it's until you acknowledge that you are imperfect and you're ready to show your imperfection, that's when you become perfect. In the list there, I saw people were saying they are scared of relationships. And some were saying they want good relationships. It's It's a conflict. But the biggest challenge we have is that we have failed to embrace our imperfection. I want to meet this person and I think this person is perfect. Yet I personally am not perfect. So when you expose yourself and look at your scars and accept that you're imperfect, you become perfect. The third thing that this pot puts out there is that it believes it is not done. They break it, and we have people who are moving every day to look for the broken pots because they want to make them complete. They want to make them complete. This organization is here because it knows there are broken pots out there. And when you come here, what do? They try to smear you back with silver, with gold and platinum, so that when you go out again, people will be like, wow, that is her. Icon comes here to give you the skills, so that when you live here, still you have the skills to go and blossom out there. You know, I come from a family, my father is a farmer. But every time the season comes, there's something fascinating I've always learned. He gets these seeds, maize seeds. I heard you people are talking about fruits. Now I'm going to bring these others. Maize seeds, bean seeds. He goes to the market, buys the most perfect beans, most perfect maize, and he comes and plants it. You know what he does? He digs a hole and drops the seed there. This is a seed that is perfect. But you know what he does? He kills the seed by planting it. And whoever comes across does not see the seeds anymore. So we think that the seeds have died. Little do we know that actually he's giving them birth. In the soil, the seeds will germinate, will push their roots down, and they will sprout. And when they sprout, everybody will be like, hey, this man planted beans all along, or he planted maize all along. But before they sprout out, we thought the seeds had died. You are here. You're not yet done yet. You're not yet done. What is happening is that they have planted you. The question is, when you sprout, everybody will be like, hey, that's the girl. Is she the one? They won't remember the time that they planted you. So everything you are going, or everything that is happening to you, is just a season. I had somebody in this group was saying that she wants to learn how to set goals, right? It was in this group. A goal towards what? I have so many people who come to me and they say, Gardner, I want you to teach me public speaking. And I ask them, and speak about what? So if you're talking about goals, towards what? I saw people saying they want to become doctors, they want to become teachers, they want to become pilots, they want to become midwives, they want to become... You're having the seed within you. But if you decide that I want to become a teacher, or I want to become a midwife, then do you know what it takes for you to become a midwife? Have you thought about it? If you say you want to become a pilot, do you know what it takes? Hey, by the way, I'd forgotten, we have even a president. Somebody wants to become the president, right? Clap for our... Uganda will have the first female president. Don't lose sight of your dream. Every time you wake up, we have two vampires. We have those people that will come to you and tell you, what's your name? They'll come to you and tell you, Victoria, I want to be a chef. Yes. These are people, they'll tell you, you cannot, you want to be the first chef in your family. Where here in this area have you seen people becoming chefs? Those people are trying to bring down your dream. They're trying to belittle you. They're trying to show you that it is impossible because it was impossible to them. The second group of people will come to you and tell you, no, chef, those people don't earn. Do you know how much they pay them? So you think when you become a chef, so how are you going to sustain your family? How are you going to sustain yourself? They pull you down. But there's another group of people that will come and hear, Victoria, I want to become a chef. Oh, I have 3 of my friends who are chefs. Please, come and meet them, and they tell you. And every time they meet you 1 week, 2 weeks, they ask you, Victoria, how far have you gone with your dream? And those are the people that we have. We are here. Everyone here has, more or less, we have the same problem. And I wouldn't want to say, actually, it becomes a problem when it happens again. But this is an experience for us. We all have the same experience. But it defeats my understanding that we are all here and we are still belittling ourselves. Yet we have the same experience. Right? So that's the second vampire. Who thinks, or who thinks that, you know what? Maybe my experience is better than your experience. No, it doesn't matter. Whether he was short, whether he was long, whether he was wealthy, whether he was handsome, it doesn't matter now. Because we are all in the same boat. So what we are supposed to do now is to come together as a team. Get to encourage ourselves. Get to know ourselves. Push ourselves. If Victoria wants to become a chef, tell her, yes, you can. How many of us have heard of a thermostat? Now, a thermostat, for it, when it is cold, it will measure coldness. When it becomes hot, it will measure hotness. So for it, it works in accordance to the environment. We are supposed to become thermostats. Do you know why? Because circumstances will come. They have already come, right? How many of us remember COVID-19? Did we have control over COVID? Are we the one who created it? So what did we do? What did the government do? Curfew, What else? Lockdown, What else? SOPs. Sanitization, Some were sanitizing hands, others sanitizing their throats and stomachs, right? Yes. Because we do not have control over COVID. The control we had was to control ourselves. Thermostat. So it is not what happens out there that determines who you're supposed to be. It is what happens within you that determines who you're supposed to be. So the way you respond, the way you react, the way you do what you have to do should be in accordance with your own judgment. Because things will happen. Like now, the experience is there. Then what? Are you going to go out blaming people, blaming the communities, blaming your parents, blaming whatever your friends? No. This is the time for you now to ask yourself, what can I do? Because this is temporary. It's a season. You know that. You won't be like this forever. No. And you're not the first, neither are you going to be the last. There are people who are here before you. Right? And the people are going to come after you. But the challenge is that if you come back here the second time, it becomes a problem. I say this is just an experience. You're getting the skills, you're getting the knowledge. They are telling you this, they're telling you that. Now it's up to you now to start controlling yourself. How you feel, how you think will affect how you act. So there are 5 pillars of managing yourself. The first one is self-awareness. Are you aware of yourself? Victoria, if I ask you, who's Victoria? Do you know yourself, other than telling me your name? Do you know your strength? Do you know your weaknesses? Do you know your values? Do you know your morals? Do you know your beliefs? Yes? You may not know, but it's good that now you know. It's the starting point. Because when you know yourself, then you have to become yourself. It doesn't make any point to know yourself and fail to be yourself. What do you stand for? The The second is self-regulation. Managing your emotions. There's one thing I have learned, that every time somebody tries to enter my head, I pause and keep quiet. You know why when you're breathing, you breathe in and get to some point and pause? That's the same thing that we all need every time an emotion arises. Every one of us, an average human being, has 27 emotions. 27. And we have more than 56 thoughts in less than a minute. As you're seated there looking at me, you're thinking, how can you do good, be understood, and be seen when you cannot manage your emotions and manage your thoughts? It's a challenge. So the more you regulate your emotions, the better you become. And the first step is to keep quiet, to pause. The second is what that placard you have. You try to affirm who you are every time you're getting angry. In that process, as you're reciting it, or as the anger will go. Because you know how long it takes you to become angry and become happy? Less than 6 seconds. You short circuit that emotion. So every time somebody tries to enter you and make you angry, remember your affirmations. That's how you regulate the way you act. The third is motivation. What is your motivation? What is your purpose? What is your dream? What is your goal? That should be your motivation to become better. Because every time you fail to control your emotion, you're going to lose sight of your motivation. Can we say this together? Every time I lose my motivation, I lose my purpose. So, your motivation is your purpose. It's the fuel that will get you going every day. Ask yourself, is this what I envision myself to be before you start belittling or abusing or fighting with your fellow friends? Is it what you're meant to be? Is it directing you to where you want to go? That's the starting point. The fourth is empathy. Empathy simply means that you fit in my shoes and get to know how I feel. Before you abuse me, what if I abuse you? How would you feel? Bad. So why do you go out abusing people, for example? Before you fight somebody, before you belittle them and tell them, hey, for me, my boyfriend was better than yours. How do you think they'll feel if they told you the same thing? Right? So empathy simply means get into their shoes, get to understand them, and know that actually you share the same feelings, you share the same emotions, you share the same thoughts. It's one biblical verse that I love most. Do unto others what you want them to do unto you. It's all about empathy. And finally, the last are social skills. When you are communicating, social skills simply means we are social beings. That's why we live in communities, because we love to be around ourselves. But every time you communicate, are you growing a seed of motivation, or you're growing a seed of destruction? Catch yourself. Ask yourself, what am I saying? Because your words have the power to either grow or to destroy. Your words have the power to either grow or to destroy. So every time you bring out your words, ask yourself, am I growing somebody or am I destroying them? And if you start thinking like that, that means every word you bring out will be calculated. You'll be self-aware of whatever you're going to say before you say it. Because you know it will have effects onto the other who's listening. Now that we are able to manage the things that we do not see, let us look at the things that we see. Every one of us, I said, is carrying a baggage. We have a load. And this load can be seen or may not be seen. The life we live today, are you looking at that garden? It's so beautiful, right? It's a very beautiful garden. I told you that a person who encourages you, who motivates you, who inspires you, who wants you to become better is the sun. Like how the sun nurtures the earth. You know, when we came here, it was a little bit cold, right? It was cloudy. And many of us did not like the weather. Yes or no? But now it's becoming shiny. And I can see your smiles also coming out. Do you know why? The sun nurtures us and makes us better. More or less of the people that believe in you, give you hope, give you courage, motivate you, get you up and tell you, you know what, you can do it. It's the sun. Then we have the toxic people. I alone told you about them. These want to just pull you down. And those are the people you have to avoid. Next slide, please. Let me tell you, every day, whenever anything is happening, your thoughts, your emotions, I want you to remember those two people that you've put down. We have not got an opportunity for everybody to tell us, but you know the people you've put down. Every morning, every day, whenever something comes in your head and you feel it's not right, remember those two people. And once you remember them, you'll know what they see in you. And it will help you know how you believe in yourself. Because there are two people who are lighting the sun or giving you light. And those are the people you never want to disappoint at any one point. We know God is a forgiving God. We are all sinners. We get up and fall again, get up and fall again. But the good thing, you have other human beings that you can see, that you can walk to, that can come to you. Those two people are very important in your life. And you should look up to them always. Because that will be your lights, your guides of every day. So I think we're going to have a break. And we'll come back and continue our interesting discussion.
Heritage and power remain.